women on the screen with me are single. So I would love to personally invite you back here on Friday for you to come on screen. Well, Tyrone, you're going to already be on screen with me. For you to come on screen. So pretty much you can shoot your shot. Put it out there and let them know exactly. Like, you need to be like, I'm Randall. I'm 6'8". How tall are you, Randall?
5.
6'5", close enough. I'm 6'5". I'm 33 years old.
6.
36 years old. I don't have no kids. I'm originally from DC. I live in down south and what? Yeah, Miami. And I don't have no kids. And I'm looking for someone that's, you know what I'm saying, like fun and loving and romantic and loves to wear heels and likes to eat seafood and smoke hookah and loves to work out because I'm into fitness and I want to be married by the time I'm 42, so they got to be ready to be married. It don't matter if they got kids. It don't matter, you know what I'm saying, because I like kids, you know what I'm saying, but they need to be, like, I want my own kids, so they need to know that, you know what I'm saying, like, I want kids. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying, holla at me, you know what I'm saying. You can find me on Instagram. My name King Randall 31. Yeah, and I'll be like, all right, King Randall, boop, next caller. And then the next person will come on the screen. Yeah, what's up? My name's Calvin. You know what I'm saying? I was on Ready to Love. I wasn't there long. You know what I'm saying?
So, that's messed up. Why you gotta put the New York accent though? Why we have to go to the New York?
I don't know. Y'all know I just be impromptu. Anyway, yeah, so just to let you guys know, Single Soulmates, the season premiere will happen on Friday at 9 p.m. So if you or anyone you know that is single that would like to shoot their shot, definitely come and join us. All right, so other than that, Randall, I know you and we briefly spoke previously, and is there anything that you would like to get off of your chest that has to do with the show, the reunion, the process, who you are as a person, how many jeans you own, you know, like anything?
Nah, I don't got nothing to get off my chest right now.
Randall.
Yeah, I don't got nothing to get off my chest right now. I'm just gonna leave everything the way it is.
Are you, so a month from now, will you be okay with having it just the way that it is?
A month from now?
6 months from now.
I hope so.
Do you feel like it is things that you wish you could talk about, but you don't because you know it can become controversial?
This is my thing. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that I'm just not going to dig into. And I don't feel like it's worth my time. And also, I don't want to disrespect my mother by saying things either. So I always think about that. And just gonna leave things how it is. So I don't respond to most things and just leave it alone.
Do you still talk to Kayla and have a friendship with Kayla?
Mm-mm.
Do you still talk to Jamala and have a friendship with Jamala?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still talk to and have a friendship with Trinika?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you wish that you could have a friendship with Kayla, but because of everything that's happened?
Right now, I'm good, man. I'm just gonna leave everything the way it is. Regrets. I take back nothing. Everything happened the way it is. I'm just gonna grow from these moments.
Yeah. So can you officially say that you are still dating Jamala?
No, we're not dating.
So you're not dating at all, because of course you guys know, like, if you're single, you can date multiple people when you're single. It doesn't mean you're not single. So y'all aren't dating. So you're single and you're not dating Jamala at all. Y'all are just friends.
Yeah. I mean, we still talk though. you know, but right now we're definitely just friends.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I don't even remember what I was talking about when. I'm sorry. Tyrone, would you like to chime in? I'm going to go through some of these questions.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a smart move to just, you know, it's almost coming off like if you ain't got nothing nice to say, it's better to just not
say anything.
Say it. You know, I respect that. I respect that. How you doing mentally, Randall?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been up and down. I've definitely had some days, for sure. As of late, recently in particular, but I'm okay.
Okay. Wow. I feel like we touched on a lot of things without like trying to be a a psychiatrist, right? Because we could definitely, I feel like we could definitely dig deeper. Like y'all did mention some things, and it was almost like you feel like you're right, and sometimes you'll say something, and it's like a small comment that kind of contradicts what you said earlier, and it makes me want to dig deep, but I just let it go. And you know, I understand that it's part of the growth process, right?
Yeah, everything's just, especially for me, everything's just been up and down. It's definitely been a roller coaster. What I realized about myself, something that Calvin touched on, I think maybe a month ago or so, at least, is that I'm a giver. I'm always the energy guy. You know, that's what I am. In any group, anything that I'm part of, I'm always the energy guy. I'm always giving out energy. I'm always giving. And then I'll eventually like become drained, you know, and like everything that I do, I am that person. In my career, I'm that person, you know, so sometimes I get to points where it's like I haven't recharged and I'm still trying to move forward and things of that nature. So that's pretty
okay. I got a question for y'all, both of y'all. How do y'all feel your childhood contributed to your dating style, your upbringing? How did your upbringing contribute to your dating style?
Go ahead, Randy.
I mean, me, it's been a process, like period. Like I went through a phase where it was like, oh my God, I love everybody. You know, everybody's my friend, that whole thing. And then I grew, you know, just being at home, you can't be like that. You learn that real quick. Then I go to college and savage life. You know, like soon as I don't like something, I'm out. So here in my 30s, the process was a combination of the two. Like, I'm not going to jump ship. You know, I'm going to give everybody time. I'm going to be patient. You know, as soon as things start to get ugly, I'm not going to just leave. So definitely a combination of everything.
Yeah, okay. For me personally, you know, I didn't see my dad until I was 40 years old, so it played a major factor in my life. Not having him around, I was trying not to be like him, and I was becoming him. So you know, what you don't overcome, you become. You know, so I was trying to say, okay, cool, I'm gonna stick around, I'm gonna stick around. But what was happening was I would allow them in the living room, which was here, but I wouldn't allow them in the bedroom, which was here. You know, the secret places. So it played a major until I got a chance to actually meet him and see him. You know, I was running. I was a runner. I was a track star. You know, you know, and I didn't realize that I was actually doing that. I didn't understand why I was doing that, and it was, you know, abandonment, not feeling like I wanted anybody to get close to me. So, you know, when I got an opportunity to meet him, something clicked, something hit me, you know, and I started to change, or tried to change. Still continue to change.
So y'all hit on a really touchy subject for me. Calvin, you just sparked something too, because you know, I was gonna dig a little deeper, especially when I had asked if y'all are healed, and I asked that because I know that it takes work, and I feel like me personally, I ended up doing a lot of healing recently. Kojo had a road show earlier, and his very last question was, what did we learn about ourselves? And then I had said something about understanding what my boundaries are, and not caring how people feel about me expressing my boundaries. But there was a lot more that I wanted to say that I didn't say, so I guess I could give y'all a little bit of background. What I wanted to say was, I learned that I would never have a successful relationship, unless I healed. And by healing, I had to figure out, who I was and why was I the way I was. Why am I 45 and never pulled the trigger on marriage? So like I had to go back to the two pillars in my life, which was my mom and my dad. And Calvin just hit a spot because my biological father was never present. So I never really felt validated, like when it came to love. I always feel like I needed to date and date and date, to ensure that people really do like me. But then it got to a point where I didn't believe it, or I never trusted it, right? Because my own father didn't want me. And then I also, from the other pillar in my life, I also saw some things, in my mom that made me not trust women. So I was like at a subconscious level lost, to a point to where I even created an alter ego for myself, right? Y'all may know him as Freaky Ty, but there was like a alter ego in my younger days, King Booth, and that dude was the man. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing he couldn't do, right? Ain't nobody couldn't get. But I realized that I was literally like an emotionally abused person, to the point where I needed to create this alter ego to protect myself and give myself the confidence that I wasn't giving to myself, naturally. Do you know what I mean? And then I realized that I had to address all that. So I actually met my biological father, and then from that, I realized that I didn't need him, because when I met him, the guy that raised me was with me. And then I also, had to address whatever I was feeling about my mom, which was really, really tough. You know what I mean? But I knew I couldn't give a woman 100% if I don't trust my mom. So when I ask, like, if you are healed, it means like digging, going way back. Then I also asked about the childhood as well, and how your childhood affected, you growing up. And I was going to ask about that, because most people, once they get to 10th grade, you realize like who you are, if you're attractive or not. You know what I mean? And then that kind of stays with you. Do you know what I mean? And it affects how you date. It affects how you feel when you walk in the spot. You know what I mean? You say to yourself, like, I'm at least top 5. No matter what. You know what I mean? Like, we know how we be how we be talking, So yeah, like I was just trying to get a feel for how y'all felt about yourselves, and how did that start? Because I was shy, I was skinny, and a lot of it was because of my upbringing, being the only Black kid in my class.